Welcome to this session. We will be talking about user experience and ServiceNow today. Hopefully, everybody can hear me okay. And let's just start with an intro, right? Why me? Why am I the person giving this session? So I'm Ritesh Dalal. I'm the founder and CEO at a ServiceNow build partner called Intellective. And we've been with Intellective. So we started Intellective about 10 years ago and started out with user experience consulting for ServiceNow as a customer zero of their own platform. And through these years, we've actually kind of learned a lot about how most customers or most users actually have an issue or an aversion to ServiceNow platform view, or even now this with Portal or anything else. They still have to keep going back to the platform view, and you're just not able to get the right level of self-service, or just it's not consumerized. And so we kind of set out on a mission, said, okay, let's consumerize the enterprise. And that is the motto. So what is the best place to start, or where's the most painful place to start, right, in ServiceNow? And as we see, there would be something like knowledge. And let's say we try to build a good enough knowledge article, what happens? So let me go ahead, find my screen, and I'm going to go ahead and start to share something here. Okay, so here we are, and let's go ahead and look at this particular screen here. So this is how everybody starts with knowledge, right? And they come here and they say, okay, fine, let me go ahead and start building. And here we are. We get this little tiny editor, and we say, okay, let's build something that people want to use, or people want to look at, be able to interact with, and then also be able to get some good results, some good self-service. And it's got to work on mobile. It's got to work on whatever other device that these users are using, right? So when we kind of get to that, it becomes quite difficult to go ahead and get this to work exactly how we want it to. So what we did is we built a tool called Amaze. And Amaze is a certified solution that comes directly from the ServiceNow store. And it integrates seamlessly with ServiceNow inside the knowledge module itself. And you're able to build some absolutely fabulous content. So we'll be looking at that. And then now you might be wondering, where does AI come into the pictures? We'll get into that just in a little bit. So here we are. And as you see, if I reload this article, and again, this is just some demo empty article that I actually created, right? So Amaze can put in an overlay on here, or Amaze can also have a button at the bottom. And let me just make sure we are good. Everybody, audio is good. Perfect. And I will definitely get to the comments as well. When I share the screen, I just can't go back and forth. So I'm going to go ahead and get to the comments real quick as well. All right, let me, this would have helped really, right? So we were here, we were looking at this particular editor, and yeah, I had to bring it to the stage to kind of look at what I was kind of showing everybody. So yeah, this is the editor that we have. So let's start with this. We actually kind of talked about a little bit in terms of what we kind of started out with, but we'll be talking about building better user experience on ServiceNow. We are talking about how we can do nicer knowledge articles, better UX on ServiceNow itself. And so let's go ahead and kind of find out how that is done here. So out of the box with ServiceNow, this is kind of what we get, right? So we have this little editor, can't really do much with it. And so we have Amaze as a tool, certified solution that comes in and lets you build just absolutely amazing knowledge content that is here. So clicking into this editor, and let me just go ahead, once it reloads, we'll see I kind of made it blank so we can start over. And here, we're going to go ahead and see if we can just start with a template for now. There's tons of other capabilities in terms of building content from scratch, drag and drop. But here, let's just start with a template, and I can go ahead and load a few different ones so we can see exactly how it works. So here, let's load up another one so we can see what this is like. And as this happens, we have connections into multiple different asset libraries as well. Even the customers that you might have, you can actually use extension points to connect any of that. And we can change these assets to whatever we really want it to be. Double click it and be able to use that image right away. And so this is kind of how Amaze lets us create some absolutely fabulous knowledge articles um, in, and I'm just simply going to reload this one so we'll be able to see exactly what it looks like inside of a portal as well. So comparing this to something that's like this, which is just this big wall of text that most knowledge articles look like. So that is kind of what Amaze does. And this is how we are getting to better user experience running on ServiceNow itself. And so then let's get into a quick AI overview of how we are able to bring AI into knowledge content. So as we're here, let's just go ahead, pull up a different template so that we can look at some other kind of possibilities as well. So here we are looking at a bunch of tabs that actually have different content that loads up inside of tabs. But here we're looking at all of this content, and let's say, how do we make it so that um, let's just go ahead and make it colorful. Let's just talk to AI and say, hey, make this more colorful. So if we just go ahead and do that, we have an agentic AI that is set up directly inside of Amaze that lets us interact and talk directly to the document itself and have AI make changes to the content here. And let me make sure that we have everybody still functional. Yep. Perfect. So this AI seems like it's still thinking, and sometimes it takes longer than we want. And so once AI actually kind of gets done with this, this is where I got to talk to Jason and get my AI streaming directly into ServiceNow as well. Right now, it's simply just waiting for a request response to actually come in and build, make edits into this particular UI that we're looking at here as well. Okay, so while the AI is thinking about that, we can look at a bunch of other features. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this window come out. Oh, there it is. All right, so the AI just came back and it made our article colorful. And it can go ahead and apply all kinds of different things that we would actually want in terms of this. We can say, okay, fine, make it funny. And it's going to go ahead, interact with this content and try to make it funny. And again, it really kind of depends on how much we are trying to do with it. Ideally, what we actually do when we deploy this with customers is we are actually providing all the context in terms of branding, in terms of tone, voice, what to say, what not to say, what to avoid. So every one of those things are already pre-configured inside ServiceNow itself, so that when we're talking to this AI is kind of following all of those directions. And that is kind of how we are able to go ahead and make this. All right, so this is too colorful now. So let's go ahead and switch over into a different template so that we can look at some of the other functionality as well. So let me just go ahead and load this one. And so here we are able to look at, so what we saw so far is using AI to actually interact with your content. We can also go in here and have AI do other things, like translations and modification and different things like that. So I know we are at time. So I'm going to switch back over here and see if we have any other questions that we might have for the team. Okay. All right. So if you need any other further information about Amaze and how Amaze can kind of help you, you can simply log in to, we also have an expo booth. There's a number of links over there. And also there is just intellective.co. You can also find me on LinkedIn. Just look me up, Ritesh Dalal, and you can always go ahead and connect with me over there as well. And we can get more information out to you on how this would work with your internal knowledge. This is, again, you don't need any other special plugins. Also a question about knowledge that we all normally get is, how does AI work, right? Does it need all the ServiceNow AI? So we don't. We directly connect into any AI that is connected in, for the organization itself. You don't need to have like Now Assist or any other things like that. This again built using extension points, so it can talk to anything. The demo that we were using was currently talking to OpenAI. But we can connect into, we've done Azure, we've done Gemini, we've done Claude, every one of those as well. All right, that's it, folks. That was the session for now. And if anything, we'll actually have the expo booth open with a session running there, so you can always join me there. Thank you.